What if you don't actually need to meditate more? What if what you really need is better boundaries? There's nothing wrong with meditation, journaling your feelings, all those things to work through anxiety. But what I wish I could go back and tell my very anxiously attached previous self is that all of that is actually skirting over the real issue. The real issue was I didn't know how to honor my own body and emotions and then put boundaries in place that would keep me from feeling anxious and overwhelmed. What I needed to do was learn not to base how I felt on how other people were feeling or how they felt about me and somehow equate it to how safe I was. What I needed was to create my own internal security, which comes from getting in touch with your body and starting to honor and just figure out what your own boundaries are and honor them. Honor your body, honor what you need. The anxiety, what if it's not coming from nowhere, but a feeling of, I don't know that I can trust myself to protect myself and not put myself in situations that feel unhealthy and evoke anxiety, and then I try to scramble to fix it. What you actually need is to rebuild trust with your body that you will honor her and protect her. And I wonder if that is where the anxiety is coming from you. This inner child part that's like, hey, protect me, see me, this doesn't feel good. Ouch, this connection feels unstable, unsafe, not predictable. It feels inconsistent. I feel like I'm jumping through hoops and walking on eggshells. Why are we staying? And your adult self, your now self is going, well, we have to make them love us. We have to make them choose us. Your anxiety is actually a cue for you to tune into your body and get real about what you're experiencing in this connection. You don't need to meditate it away. You need to honor the cue and what it's telling you about how safe or unsafe you feel. One of my past clients, I call her client O, came to me because she was struggling with her anxious attachment and she could name it. So many of my clients are deeply self-aware. She could name it. She had two parents who leaned narcissistic and then people-pleasy, that dynamic. And she was seeing somebody who she really liked, she had a connection with, they had fun with each other, but he wasn't consistent, he wasn't reliable, he was unpredictable, not quite clear on is he ready, is he not ready for a relationship, and it was making her anxiety flare up. And in the beginning, she was blaming herself. Why am I feeling anxious? I need to calm myself down. This comes from my background. And partially, it's true that we have a responsibility to heal our systems based on the environment we grew up with. But also it causes us to gravitate toward people who sometimes exacerbate those wounds. And you can do one of two things. You can lean into that connection and continue to let your body try to subconsciously correct the pattern by getting a difficult person to choose you and to prove you're lovable, or you can decide, I love me, I've got me, and pull that attention away and start healing the wound by trusting yourself and learning to honor how you're feeling. So we work together to heal these emotional wounds that came from the environment she'd experienced growing up, to start developing deeper self-trust, a deeper connection to her body, learn what those boundaries are and how to honor them. And she decided to leave that connection. And then when she left that connection, got even more secure on her own, fell in love with her own big, beautiful life, started feeling internally like she was her own sense of security. Then when she started dating again, she met the most empowered, secure, grounded man, adores her, gave her princess treatment from the jump. She never questioned where she stood, and part of that hinged on her decision to go in and do the healing work that was causing her to continue to engage with somebody who was making her feel so anxious. And once we healed that, it was very easy for her to let that connection go and stand for what she deserved and now be in this healthy, happy, committed relationship. If anxiety in dating and in relationship is something you struggle with, I hear you, I was there, I totally get it. If it's something that you are serious about healing and sick of getting in these cycles of, make sure you follow me over on Instagram. I do daily stories on things like this all the time. And shoot me a DM and let's talk about how we can start supporting you with that journey and what that would look like.